turning heads. And I've had a lot of people within the deathcore community itself actually name dropping you guys because they see I'm from St. Louis. And I'm like, actually, they're from Texas, technically. So the vocalist just lives in St. Louis. So, so I get a lot of that from time to time. I see people name dropping you guys quite a bit right now. So your buzz has definitely been generated, and it's definitely cycling around. So you guys are definitely attacking that. So what are your plans for the release date of the record coming out?
As of right now, there's...
Whoa.
What? What, Will? Go ahead.
Go ahead, Will.
We're actually we haven't actually picked a date yet.
Okay.
We are absolutely taking our time on this record and really producing quality over quantity.
Okay.
Especially like on the music part, we've been in. Well, I'll talk about the vocals next, but the music part, I've spent weeks on weeks writing a song, and then I'll spend maybe another couple weeks in the studio with the song, going through everything I possibly can, so that this is the best work that Within the Giant's Reach can put out.
Right,
and that goes the same with the vocals. So, the relationship that we have right now is obviously I write the music, and Norm is involved at the same time. We bounce ideas off of each other, and then I'll go in the studio and I'll record it, and then I'll send it to Norm, and then Norm will start doing his thing on it. You want to talk about that, Norm?
Yeah. So basically, what happens is he's been sending me all the tracks. Once he gets the music down and recorded, he sends it to me via email, and then I listen to it a few times, start writing lyrics, and come up with ideas for the music, however I feel at that moment. Whatever the music makes me feel, that's what I'm writing about at that time. So. That's pretty much as simple as that. I mean, it's, we're 14 hours away from each other, and, as far as, like, how we're recording is I'm taking trips to Texas, which I'm going to be leaving on this Wednesday, the 12th, to head down there and record vocals for 2 more tracks.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Yeah, when we're telling you that the stomach's just the taste of what's to come.
Oh, I already have a genuine idea that this is just the icing off the cake, and I'm very excited, man. I'm stoked for this new record, man. I definitely can't wait. And a lot of my people who listen, they love you guys already, and they're saying the same thing, man. I mean, you guys have got the same buzz going around as like the Vonage Code right now, and everyone can't wait for their fucking next album to drop either. So right now, it seems like there's like 5 major bands that people are buzzing about, and you're in those top 5 bands. So whatever the fuck you guys are doing, keep it the fuck up. It is working.
We are definitely trying not, like Will said, we're definitely trying not to rush anything. We want to make sure that everything is nice and tight and smooth before we even decide to go in the studio to record anything. So we're, like he said, it's quality over quantity. So the long, as long as it takes to record this album, we're gonna take that time. We're not trying to rush in and throw shit out. So just to get our music out there. We want our music to be out there, and then we want it to be tight as well. So there will never be any rushing to get anything done. We're going to take our time and make everything nice and smooth, and that's about it.
Right. I mean, that's the way it should be. I mean, you guys, a lot of bands out here make the big mistake of pushing and rushing and pushing and rushing and trying to push their stuff out there, and they put so much out at a time that they don't realize that they want to take their time by putting out a track and then a lyric video and then make people wait and want more. You got to make the people want more. You got to make them sweat a little bit, and then you drop another track, maybe 2 in another lyrical video or whatever, however you want to stall it out, and then you drop a release, and then everyone's like, oh my god, these guys fucking, this is so fucking amazing. They freak the fuck out, and that's how you get people impacted in the metal community. And it's good to see people taking their time and knowing that we need to do this right rather than rush out the gates like everybody else is trying to do, like it's like some King of the Hill competition. Because, obviously you guys understand that it's not a competition out here, and I'm glad to see that there's somebody out here who gets that.
Unity, not separation.
Right.
Yes, absolutely. Unity, not separation. Okay, so I've got a couple more questions here for you guys. Now, the direction of influences as far as the music itself goes. Can you name 3 main bands that represent influences to you in this project?
Go ahead. So, I've answered this question quite a few times in the last couple of months, and always make it a very difficult question because most of my influences are not necessarily national acts or touring acts or anything like that, but right. One big touring act that really influences some of my playing, and you'll hear it on this record, is Fear Factory, awesome. After the Burial, and even Amir, as much as they're hated. Oh, I think they're doing a good thing. I think Attila's doing a good thing. So
I agree with you. I agree with you. I like both of those bands, even though they're hated a lot. I like both of those bands. I think Attila's new record is awesome, and I think Amir's new record is awesome. So, I gotta say, they're definitely producing some good stuff. So I'm glad, man. I'm a big Fear Factory fan as well, and I definitely hear that influence in your music a lot. I've got quite a bit of influence going in on my own EP coming out. From Fear Factory, and I'm a big Fear Factory fan, so I'm glad to hear those bands that we all remember all too well, especially After the Burial. They're fucking amazing. So, okay, my next question, basically, how long have you guys planned out a tour or any ideas after a record release? Are you trying to do some out-of-town shows maybe? What's the future for the booking situation within the Giants' reach, or have you got a full lineup yet, or what's going on?
Okay, first off, as far as full lineup goes, when I get down there on Wednesday night, obviously it's going to be late because I'm driving down. We're going to be doing some trying out on drummers and guitar players, second guitar players, and bass players. So it's just me and Will right now, but hopefully within this next week we'll have hopefully at least another one or two people, lined up to fill the spots that we need. And as far as like touring goes, we plan on doing a couple 7-day tours in Texas, and then after that it's going to be West Coast, and definitely we're talking about doing Midwest touring.
Awesome.
Because I know there are a lot of people out there that have asked me personally, like, when are we going to get to see Within the Giants' Reach in St. Louis? And I'm like, well, I can't give you the time frame on that yet, but just know that we will be here.
Awesome. I definitely am looking forward to it. All right, I got one more question for you guys, and then you guys can go ahead, and if you have anything else you want to let us know or any updates, you can go ahead. Last question. Artwork. Who's doing your artwork? Because it's fucking magnificent. I really, really want to know the artist.
His name is Kendall Johns. It's I believe his site is kendalljohnsartwork.com.
Okay.
If you go on the Unity Not Separation page, he's been posting some stuff on there. Okay. I believe he's out of New York. Great guy. He's been really easy to work with. Very professional. And anything when it comes to doing the big projects like that, album artwork and stuff that I've got to get out there fast and I want the quality, he's the man to go to.
Absolutely. That sounds great. Well, I'll definitely look him up and make sure to spread him around and add him to our community page as well. And by the way, what's all your social media real quick before we wrap this up here for you?
Well, we obviously got the Within the Giants' Reach Facebook page. That's going to be our primary source right now. I don't know anything about Twitter, Instagram, or anything like that. I think some of it's BS. So we'll stick to the Facebook. Eventually we'll have a website, but you say something, Norm?
No, we were just chuckling together, so because we kind of feel the same way, but, to me it's a necessary evil that I have to fucking endure, but trust me, I understand. I hate Twitter as much as anybody, but I have to use it, and it sucks.
So Unity Separation was a brainchild of Norman Lucas there. So we one day decided, you know what, we'll go ahead and actually start a page where people just come on there, just like the pit, and it has a good mix of the South Texas and the Midwest people on there, so that that network chain of touring and all that is met, and people can get on there and ask for shows, just talk about bands and so on and so forth. So we've been using that as well.
Awesome. I've been a member there for a while, and I got to agree, it's a great page. It's a great community. It's growing fast. We've been trying to help out with the growth over there, too, here at the Pit. We really try to help each other out in our communities here in the Midwest. We all the way down to the South end of the country, all the way to West to East Coast, and even to the northern ends. We've got actually a whole bunch of people that have been listening lately, and I'm going to give a shout out right now to our French-Canadian friends and listeners, because I know a lot of them have been tuned in right now, and they usually do. We've had a lot of them on Monday night, and again, thank you guys so much for your support up there up north. We really, really appreciate you guys, because we don't see a lot of you guys tuning in so much internet radio. So that being said, I really, really appreciate your support again, and I'm sure these guys do too. So, well, I have one more thing I got to ask. It's not an official question.
Okay.
But, so, when he goes and records all this stuff, and you guys master it out for, I don't know how many months he'll be down the line, but when it's done, so, you're going to let me preview that and premiere it here on the Pit, right?
Yes. Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Shut down. It's like you're in like high school and you go up to a pretty girl and you ask her out and she's like, "Get out of here, loser," and you're like, "Fuck." That's pretty much.
Hey, put it this way, it's definitely in the card.
Okay. I'm hoping so. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed, buddy. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Will. We really appreciate you here over via phone. I really appreciate you guys taking time out of your day and arranging this to come in and have an interview. We've had a busy week ourselves. We're getting ready to move to a new broadcasting location, and by the next time you come around, and I know you're going to be coming to town sometime in the near future. I'm hoping maybe within the next year, maybe Will. Possibly?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
definitely.
If you do, then you better stop by the studio, sir.
I'll do that.
All right, buddy. It was great talking with you. Thanks again for your time. You with me?
Yeah, I'm still here. Good deal, man. I appreciate you having us on.
Hey.
I just got to do two quick shout-outs. Travis at Monster Media Sound. Is really working hard on the record, and I also got to give a shout out to our sponsor, Dirtbag Clothing.
Dirtbag Clothing. Hey, I'm gonna check them out. I always like discovering new clothing lines and new companies, and I have not heard of those guys. I'm gonna go check them out.
Yeah, you better check them out, Jack.
You know it, buddy. So,
and everybody listening to this, you better tell everybody that you know to go and listen to the fucking Pit Midwest Metal Radio.
Yes, sir. Definitely go listen to all of our shows, all of our previous episodes. Go like us, go share us, go comment on our shit. Tell us how much we suck. Tell us how great we are. I don't give a shit. Go ahead and have fun and enjoy yourselves and enjoy the music, because that's what we're here for, to give these guys a real platform to get their message out there and get their music out there. So this is from basically within the Giants' reach. They have their single, The Summit. We're going to go ahead and play that for you guys right now as we're wrapping up the interview. Again, thank you so much, Will, for joining us on the phone. Take your time. Thank you so much, Norman, for taking your time and joining us, which Norman's free to hang around if he wants, but he'll probably skedaddle because I'm sure his woman's like, "Where are you?"
When you have a wife.
Hey, I hope she's listening. I promise I'll get him back before supper. I promise.
Make some steak.
Oh, yeah. And some potatoes, too. I'm hungry. She'll probably kill me.
Jack's coming over for dinner.
All right, guys. I'm going to let you go, Will. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. And thanks again for you guys sitting down with us and giving us this interview. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us, man.
All right, Jack.
All right, man. You take it easy, Will.
You too.
Bye, bud. All right, guys. Will is out of the house now, out of the cyber house, because we're in a virtual world over here. So we're going to lay within the Giants' fucking reach right now. And I want you guys to tell me what you think of it. And I think that it's fucking cool as fuck. This is the Pit.